we ready to? So we got this now. By now, you guys are getting that 10 comics, 10 minutes. Not necessarily all the hottest comics, just interesting books for us to talk about.
The viewers keep sidetracking Marco.
They do, but we're going to run the clock, and I'm going to start it right now. So we are going to start our top 10 in 10 with our first big ticket item and Chamber of Chills, number 23.
Wow, 8.5.
CGC 8.5.
Good.
Wow.
This sold this week for best offer on $16,500. Sold for $14,500 and 50 cents. I don't know what the 50 cents was for.
Man.
To beat somebody else out.
No, it was the best offer.
No, best offer?
Yeah, this was the best offer. So I had to go and track down.
They're haggling over 50 cents?
I guess so. But still, $14,500 for this big ticket sale. And not too bad for this one. Let me see. What do I got here as an example? You can look at the jump from January 2017 was the last 8.5 sale that was tracked, at least on Go Collect. It was only 4,500. So granted, that's a few years ago now. Damn near several years ago.
Oh, it is. It's pre-code horror. Yeah.
But
sure. BK.
It is what it is. That's a nice jump.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And our other book,
good investment.
Another big ticket. This is Pedigree. This is from the Promise collection. 9.4 of Seven Seas Comics. This one sold for $20,400 this past week in a CGC 9.4 from the Promise collection. And what's interesting about this one, at least what I found interesting, is that this book sold last year for $14,400. So somebody bought this exact same comic. It still matches, the census number matches. It's the Promise collection book. This same book, $6,000 profit from June of last year to August 12th of this year. So nice job.
Years are full of shit on their grading.
Well, be that as it may, this same copy made somebody $6,000 this past year. So
that Promise collection is a pretty cool story. I mean, I don't know. From what I've heard of it, it's a pretty cool story.
No, yeah, I know. I'm not saying anything that's Promise collection. I'm just saying that, like,
I know you're with the grading.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like somebody who has a ponytail.
I'm just
Amazing Spider-Man 252, 9/8 this week. Look like they've hit highs, all-time highs from $2,700 this week. Where when you look, it says the high is $2,900 because they think that My Comic Shop sale was $29, but it's actually $27. I found the actual number, but still, even at $27, you can see that bar chart spiking.
Is going to get this high for real.
This is crazy. These are both newsstands, but I don't think you should pay this much for premium for a newsstand. But there it is. This book's jumping. Black Suit Spidey, I guess. Seems to be moving more than Secret Wars number 8.
Yeah.
And Sandman. We talked about Sandman. Sandman's been doing all right. Both price-wise, bouncing back from some dips. But there's 60 sales of Sandman 1 this past week. Just the last 7 days, there's over 60 sales where you're looking at $250 raw that hit at auction with 47 bids, and it almost hit $1,000 at a 9.8 at auction.
You gonna keep proving my points, or you just gonna?
I'm not saying that
the top one there is raw. You said the 250.
Yes, the top one is raw. It's 250 raw. Most copies are selling closer to like that 100, 150 kind of like range, but depending on grade. But that
I got
one
a
was
couple
at
of
auction.
9.6s of this, and I haven't seen a lot of movement on 9.6s.
But it's not just one. Issue 8 as well, and not the editorial variant, but just the regular number 8, First Death. I still need this one. I don't have number 8.
Yeah, I don't have that.
There's been 50 sales, more than 50 sales this week. This is hitting 150 raw, $300 in 9.6. There were no 9.8 sales last week.
Home run, grand slam.
I know there's no sales of 9.8s this last week, but the 9.6s are hitting about 300 for this book this week.
Gaiman never did any spin-offs of this as far as like with Death or anything, did he?
Well, yeah, there's no Death mini, 2 Death minis, right?
Like I think there's when people say like how long Sandman, I was asking how long was Sandman, like the whole thing. They're like at 75 or whatever. It's
yes.
But when you think about it, you think of it with all the minis that they like all the mini spin-offs.
Okay. There was extra stuff mixed in.
Yeah. And it's a lot.
moving on, we'll be getting to this later because Prey has been also doing well on the streaming services. So
I never
there's
heard of
renewed
that
interest
Prey.
in Predator.
S tier.
So Predator 1, as you can see, some of the prices are bumping up again, over $800 in 9.8, or hitting 800, where just earlier this month it was only like 600. So it's like, so they're ticking up again in 9.8. So just
What if
something
there's
to
a
keep
big
an eye on.
difference between the first and second Pred of this?
Nothing, I don't think, really, apart from one being a
Not much.
price-wise, there's a big difference. But
Price-wise.
yeah. The second print's more like a $25 book raw, where this raw now is more of 60 to 80 it's hitting
60? Okay.
on an average. There's some higher, there's some lower, depending on grade, but the second print's really still hitting around 25 to 30. I think 9/8 of the second print were like $300.
It's the same cover. I think exact same cover, I think.
Yes, it's hard to tell the difference. I think it is the exact same cover. I don't. You might have to open it up to see second print. And since Predator's going up, and the other thing we're going to talk about today, Aliens is also seeing a little bit of renewed interest these days, where a 9.8 sold for $3,100 for this Aliens #1 from Dark Horse, which looks to be an all-time high, which came right after. And granted, this sale was on 8/9, so this is technically 8 days ago, but I'm stretching it a little bit to make our list for this past week. But you can see where the prices have gone on this thing. It's steadily gone up, and now it's over $3,000.
And there were like 5 prints of this one.
Yes,
right?
there's multiple.
Yeah, I have the 5th print.
Multiple
I
prints.
think I have the
think
5th
that's
print too.
I don't know. Is that the last one, Lopez?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
got this.
I think Topher was asking about that one.
Yeah,
But
print.
5th print, it's
Yeah.
like I said, 5 printing. It's
show
also
coming.
hard to tell the difference on those. They look very similar.
Remember, there's a TV show coming for this.
That is
for
true.
Aliens.
This book from a couple of weeks ago now, this Poison Ivy #3, this 1 in 50 Virgin Incentive, I didn't think was going to be more than, well, it'll be a little over ratio, and it was. But now this thing is hitting $160, $200,
Damn it.
whereas
I
last
left it
week
at the
it was
LCS.
100 to 125. So prices on this thing have continued to go up, which is a surprise to me. I didn't think that it would. It's a nice cover. I like it. It's beautiful art, but tough to find.
I want to
Apparently,
pay $30 for it. I should have.
should have.
Yeah.
This is that Magic the Gathering artist, yeah.
Yeah. And we have some, to wrap up our 10, we got some books coming out. Well, I guess it came out today. Some stuff to keep an eye on, new this week. One of which is Zenoscope. Who doesn't love a good Zenoscope book?
Jesus.
This one, I think it's I don't know if it's a 1 in 10 or a 1 in 5, but this Dr. Seuss little callback, one sold for $75. And you can see
Is
it's
there actually
matching
a comic
with
inside these things, or is it all about the covers?
there's some kind. It's like a man goat bunny. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Dude,
Man
I
goat
want.
bunny.
Oh, I gotta. Maybe I should turn it into a member story, but
Yeah, but
I
all
got
I'm
a
saying
story
is this,
about a
these
collection
Dr.
that had
Seuss
all this.
variants have hit. Look, the other book that came out last month is still like $70 to $90, and it's also the same ratio. So if you can find them, if you shop ordered enough, you can find them. You can make yourself a few bucks. And I'll be curious where the next book is going to go, and that's Mando episode 2 or issue 2, because this thing was pre-selling $90. It was hitting $95.
Dude, you couldn't.
Oh,
There's
So many of these.
sell for 40, man.
There are sales now for under ratio and about ratio.
Yeah.
But pre-sales,
Yeah.
this was hitting high. So that's why I wanted to keep an eye on it. Take a
Do
look at it.
I need to go do my intro again. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
No, there's plenty of these out there.
Bunch of junk.
Why is it set? Why? Why is it selling for that?
Because influencers are calling this. Listen here. This is the first third full appearance.
Grogu.
I'm gonna put a little S stain on this.
Oh,
and then
first
we're gonna
full
name it on a whatnot sale. I got a couple of these at a whatnot sale. Come buy them. Don't worry about
Oh
it.
god, I don't want to get into that.
That
But
bottom
that's
one. It
just
says
full.
first full child.
What's bull? Jedi?
$95.
But this is the first full appearance of Grogu. It doesn't. That's how can
Exactly,
it doesn't
Jedi.
make any sense.
No, that's what I'm telling you. They got them on the whatnots or the eBay. They got to sell their books, bro. Dude, it's sad when influencers are out there like, hey guys, go out there, eat these things up real quickly. By the way, check out my whatnot sale if you miss out on them because I got a couple. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't even want to do a whatnot sale anymore.
Don't be like that.
No, dude, whatnot? I'm not a
I don't
fan.
even want to do
but,
it. I gotta
but
do it. I got books I gotta get rid of,
I'm
but
not
now I
saying that
don't
everybody
want
else whatnot. No, I was
But-
I'm throwing that out there like I'm throwing out anything else. I'm not.
I know, but I'm
doing that.
not
I don't
joking about that though.
I'm
not
just
joking
saying in
about
general.
the-
Like, come on, dude.
It's
I can't
Oh
do
man,
whatnot,
it sold
dude.
out at Midtown.
Can't do it.
Somebody last week. Oh, it sold out at Midtown.
Oh, that was dumb.
By LCS,
all right. We
bro.
ran out of time.
So, like, yo, I mean, you can sell whatever you want out at Midtown. Midtown can pull their books whenever they want, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, a buddy of mine used to do that all the time. Sold out of Midtown. It's gonna be hot. I'm like, don't trust that.
It is a 1 in 50 Tiger.
I do actually have a little overtime for us because I really think this is a dangerous thing that people are doing. Also,
10 books because we kept doing overtime. Now we're doing 10 books and going to overtime, but nobody gets.
No, but this overtime is more to talk about comics and things that are selling that I don't want to call them hot, but I just be careful. She-Hulk. There's so much. There's notices, articles, alerts, announcements, whatever you're saying. Look at this character. This character is going to be on the show. Ask yourself, why do you care if Man Bull is in this scene for 30 seconds?
Yes.
Does that mean I need to go out
Absolutely.
and buy Daredevil number 78 and
Yes.
spend $30, $40 because
I've got
somebody
5 of
told
these
me
in my
it's gotta
dollar
be on
bins and
the
I
show?
pull them out, and next con I have $20 on them. So yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All I'm saying is be careful with your money and be careful with the speculation on the guy over here. His pants look like he could be Mr. Immortal. So let's sell this book too. So West Coast Avengers 46, which is a book you used to be able to find for $1, and then it was like $10 and 15, even hit 20 at times, is back in that $15 to $20 because maybe he's in here too.
Porcupine, yes. Do I need to go back to doing the
Porcupine.
C list? Do I have to go
We're
back?
not even sure if it's Mr. Immortal because you know what? It could be Jack of Hearts. So let's sell this book too. So everybody go out and go run and grab your whole 213s because Jack of Hearts could be sitting in a therapy group.
You got to cover your bases. You got to get them both.
You got to get them all, right? It's like Pokemon.
You don't want to make a bad choice.
So $20 to $30, we could just sell our old Bronze Age garbage because people want some crap characters that are fun to find for $1. Don't go paying these market prices. This is fun stuff to find for cheap in a box for $5 or less. But I know.
Yes.
Marco doesn't want to hear me
Is
tell you
Hulk
that.
supposed to look like a child in this cover? I mean,
That's how this show started off, was us telling people not to buy books.
Yeah,
So
don't do it. Don't buy it. But that's it. That was my little overtime because I wanted to touch into that because just so many notices, alerts, articles, and hey, look at this. Look who's going to show up here. And like, yeah, and who cares? He's going to show up for 20 seconds.